I've had a few realizations lately because I started adding a few things up that are happening in the world. Um, a lot of people are remarking that there are a huge number of predators on the planet these days. By predators, I mean people who are predatory and they try to steal the financial wealth, the energy, but a lot of times it's the financial wealth of people who have good hearts. And they're pretty good at taking advantage of it. I found out that the hard way. But anyway, the fact is that there are more people alive on the planet today than have ever lived in the past. In other words, even if everybody who ever lived in the past reincarnated, it wouldn't be enough to supply spirits for all the people that are alive now. So you know that there are spirits coming in from outside, you might say. So another aspect of this is the new modern people have been manipulated and trained in a certain way. What happens is when a mother is pregnant and they are subject to stress, then they put out a lot of what is called cortisol. And that is the stress hormone, right? And what that does is it causes the brain of the fetus to develop in a different way. If a pregnant mother is calm and relaxed the whole time during the pregnancy, then the child that's born will be peaceful and intelligent. But if the mother is under a lot of stress, then the child that is born will be more physical and aggressive and less intelligent. And this is a natural evolutionary thing, like normally when mothers are under stress, it's because the times are hard and they need people who are tough and strong and fighters and not necessarily intelligent. But when things are nice and peaceful, then they don't need that. And it's better to have people who are peaceful and intelligent. So, as you may have noticed, the news, the mainstream media, and even the alternative media is causing a huge amount of stress in everybody. The news has been doing it for a long time, for decades. They always report bad news. They don't really tell you what's going on in the world. You don't hear much of the good news. So that's really to make people worry and cause stress, which makes the children who are born better to be warriors, soldiers who will be perfectly happy to kill people if they're told to. So that's what's happening. There's a whole generation that's been born that is quite violent and aggressive, and you might say soldier-like. In addition, since there are so many people on the planet now, they are incarnating with a lot of spirits. So what kind of spirits do these violent, aggressive type of people attract? Well, they attract negative spirits. So the thing is, there are a lot of demons who are coming into the humans and making them into some serious predators. And you might have noticed how many predators there are out these days. Back in the old days, people used to be pretty ethical. They wanted to do the right thing just because it was the right thing. But that doesn't really exist anymore. They can't think, they're not educated. The education system has gone to hell. Like when I was a kid, the United States had the highest literacy rate in the world. And my dad said that education is equated with freedom and liberty. And after that, I saw the education system just go downhill like crazy. And so you can tell that is part of the plan to take away people's liberty. So anyway, all these new spirits who are demonic predators. And just as a aside here, the Catholic Church, who is in charge of exorcisms, has so many calls for exorcisms that they are just overwhelmed. They can't deal with it. So this is just to let you know what's going on, and watch out for those demons and those predators, because they are really sweet talking little assholes when they want something. And they usually want your energy, your happiness, and your money. And a lot of times they get it, and they cause stress in you. So if you have a pure heart and you're a good person, you can appeal to the dragons, because there are dragons in the spirit realm. I used to not believe in dragons, but there's a lot of dragons out there, especially around the Green Mountains around here. And demons are scared shitless of dragons. Dragons eat demons for breakfast. So just if you want to appeal to the dragons or to your God to help you handle some of these demons, then go ahead and do it. Good luck.
Come forth, my invincible warriors. No one in heaven or earth can defeat you. Yet this man is trying to humiliate us and is attempting to deprive us of our rightful home. Show him the fires of your rage and destroy him. Burn him with your flames of hate.
Listen carefully. Even if there is no one in heaven or on earth who can defeat your troops, I will still defeat you by using the power of infinite wisdom which I possess. No matter what kind of thoughts I have, even considerate thoughts for my family, if they turn into attachment, they will cause great suffering. I must become unattached. I must become like the water in a stream that keeps running.